Well, hi and welcome to my shop. Thank you for coming and joining me here while I try another repair on this radio. So I've just more or less finished getting rid of all the worn out capacitors, the ones that you would suspect are worn out. And at the end of the last video I tested the radio. I got results not what I was really anticipating. Seems to me it went like this. Turned it on, tried the AM band, got really nothing. Shortwave bands, same thing, just noise. FM band, gone. Whoops, what happened? FM band was working good. Didn't seem to work yesterday. Then I flipped back to the AM band and hey, suddenly AM was picking up. So exactly what happened there, I don't know. It could just be these dirty buttons are fooling me a little bit. Could be I first went on the broadcast band, it just didn't make good contact here, and that's really what that was all about. But I also noticed something else that I think was worth fixing right now, and that is what appears to be a short in the tuning capacitor. So quite consistently, when I tune the radio just about where it is now, on the AM band would suddenly make crunchy sounds and then go off. So I think that indicates a short here on one of these plates. How that happens exactly, I don't know. It's deep in this radio. It's kind of protected here. How would these things get bent or develop a short? I mean, they're not going to bend on their own. So we're going to take a close look at these plates. Now one set of these, there's actually two capacitors here. One is operating the local oscillator in the radio, and the other one is tuning probably the front end of the radio. Not exactly sure. We'd have to look in the schematic to know exactly which is which. I don't know offhand. Could be on either one. Could be a short on either one. And just looking at it from here, just looking, these plates on this end, this one, and the plate on this end, they look bent. They look oddly bent. Now, there is a procedure that's practiced on a lot of these radios. Let me tune this over this way, expose more of this. See how these outside plates are split. You can see a split going down. So it's actually like a bunch of fingers, if you like. One of the ways in which compensation can be done to get the pointer to point correctly all the way across the front here is to bend these plates out a bit to reduce the amount of capacitance. You can see, you can actually see this one. Oh, I think I see the short right now. I think I see it. Okay, so in some radios these plates have been bent out as a factory procedure. You should probably just leave them alone. I've never tried making the adjustments, bending these plates, and I've never tried. That's really a precise thing, and none of these radios are all that precise at this point in their lives anyway. Okay, so I'm looking around. So I'm going to set up a camera like so. And we're going to look at those plates and see if we can't see the problem right away. Oh my gosh, it's so obvious. It's jumping right out. Yeah. It's got to be this one here. If this was bent far enough, it could get caught. You could have the capacitor get caught. This just can't be. Oh, it's as soft as can be too. No wonder these can get bent so easily. This one doesn't look quite right over here either. Ooh, going so far out. So I think given the proper procedure, the plate bending thing, could be undertaken by anybody. Well, I don't think that took too long. I think that's going to resolve the problem. Are these bent by a technician or bent by some unfortunate thing? Can't be sure. They're being bent by a technician now. Remember when I was a kid, I would look at these things and think, I can't believe they actually made it so these plates can go can mesh together and not make contact. So I was listening and feeling very carefully there. Well, I think that's done. I'm not going to bother testing it just yet. Next time the radio's on, we'll be able to test it. I'm moving on to the next problem, which I can just move the camera here and start taking a look at. It's that resistor down there. Now, I noticed this much earlier and couldn't really detect what's going on here. Camera doesn't like the lighting. We do that. It looks, boy, that looks cracked right open, doesn't it? In the way it's lit now. And it looks pushed down. It's another kind of odd thing. How would that even happen? I mean, getting your fingers in there. You can kind of see where the camera's looking. It's looking way. How would you ever get down in there and push on it? Let's see if I can feel this crack. Kind of what happens to our teeth when we get older. So is that just a thing on top, like a string of tar? Or is it a crack? Look, I'm able to clean it away. It's not a crack. Is there anything wrong with this? Maybe there's nothing at all wrong with it. You see how the standoffs are bent over. And the way this is bent down in here, the wire. It sure looks like the resistor got pushed down. It should not be down there. It should be up in the air a little bit. So it can cool off better. Just going to lift it up a bit and we're going to measure it. Let's see what it Oh, pieces of it flying. Something went flying out of here. Yeah, okay, let's measure that. So it's supposed to be orange, white. I guess that would be orange. Or orange, white, and then white, I guess, at the end there. Orange, white. What is white? White is one of those things we don't see much of. Orange is 3. 38? 30. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's there? Who's there? Come through the door. Push it open. Come on, push it open. You're strong enough. Push it. No. Not gonna happen. Yes? What do you want? You want to go outside? Oh, yes, that's what he wants. He wants to go outside. Okay, Peanut. I'll take you outside because he won't relent. It's a beautiful day outside. Is that right? Hurry up. Okay, we'll try reading this in circuit. See what we get. Ooh, whoa, that's a terrible sound. $39K, and that's what it says. Okay, pretty sure white is 8. Let's just double check here. White is 9. So that'd be 39K. It's measuring at 40. It's fine. Nothing wrong there. The funny line on it is just some kind of drip of something. Wow, okay, that's 2 things already. Hardly any time's gone by. It is a beautiful day. I would like to be outside. Well, I guess we'll go on and try to figure out why the FM didn't respond yesterday. I'm thinking it's some anomalous situation that'll clear up almost immediately. One of them could be FM's not plugged in, but it is. Okay, we'll turn on this guy and see what happens here. Tone controls in. Yep, we're good. Broadcast. We'll start with broadcast. Dim bulbs doing the right thing. Now you pretty much have to bet the I've cleared the problems in the capacitor. What's going on here? Super duper hot set. That's too. It's gotten too loud. Watch the eye. Usually this has sharp edges. This one has fuzzy edges. Well, it's a 0 volume. Ooh, that sounds like I made a mistake with the capacitor. That's what that sounds like. Gonna pick anything up? Sounds like it's trying. Could be antenna direction. Okay, why the volume isn't falling to 0, not exactly sure. So, well, that's better than the opposite, I guess. No volume at all. So I'm not going to worry about these things too much right at this point. Let's go and see what's happening with the FM side of things here. Seems good. Can't stay there too long. It sounded like the volume was going up and down like this, very slowly. Could hear it there too. Baby, why don't you stay? Volume won't quite go to 0. Lots of good volume. Sound is very clear. Don't know what was happening yesterday. Not bad on the weak stations too. Let's go down here. Not very good on the low end of the band. Antenna direction.
Also, although it's true that inventors often understand the pitfalls in ways that users don't. And I think listeners to say usually they feel they're doing a good thing. I think for the most part, human beings throw their energies into doing things that they think are going to help in whatever way. So often what might seem serious invention and retrospect often has a kind of true belief, possibly even a sort of joke behind it at the start.
The other downside, or one of the others that you take on in the book, is this sense of information overload, which I think every human can.
Okay, watching the magic eye here.
And one of the characters was
Or no reaction.
yeah.
Very hard to explain.
Of American Idol, where she made it to the top 10. After American Idol came to an end, she headed back to Nashville and has been writing and recording her debut project, which will release this summer. Now I'm going to debut her latest single now from that upcoming project. Here's Grace Lear, Brought a Girl on Women of iHeart Country.
Okay, what I'm assessing here is the buttons are unreliable, as is the case in most of these radios, just probably from dirt that's built up over the years. And there needs to be some effort put into cleaning them. These are not necessarily easy buttons to get at, to get cleaner down into the contact area. Let's see what we got under here. So the mechanism is all up on top of the board here. It's all from the top. Can't do anything from the bottom. One of these radios, I kind of face the situation here. Maybe cleaner can be shot down from above, but it doesn't look like there's any obvious portholes into the mechanism. I mean, the mechanism's not on this board, but actually down below, one more level below. So probably the back end down in here is all wide open. So let me see if I can get the radio propped up in a suitable way here. So we can see here, let me pull out one tube. Try to look past everything. See if we can see down into the actual switch mechanism. The idea is if we can see down in it, we can spray down in it. Try to work the button here. knocking over their radio. Oh, I say something about not knocking over the radio. Oh, there goes one. Off right at the bottom of the screen there. Next one. Next one. That should be the one we're kind of... Well, I saw a little bit of movement. That's just about all I need to see. Yeah, hold still. See that moving? So that's where the cleaner has to go. Contacts are going to be on the top of that piece. I have to kind of spray up into the top of it. Get gravity working for me here. It's a very common thing with these radios. Okay, grab my cleaner here. Want this thing actually tipping right forward. Oh, look at that, this black wire finally came off, but I cleverly photographed those wires earlier and also made notes on where they went because I figured they were going to come off. Okay, we hold it like this. Now I try to spray. Good luck. Spray into each one of those spots. There's only one that's giving us trouble, but I've got to operate the switches here. Here. Right. Okay, those are the easy ones. Let me pull this tube out. That's 2 tubes out. See if I can put them back properly. Okay, I can get at the... luckily this exposes the FM button quite nicely in there, I think. Yeah, that's it down there. Okay. One over. Is this really working? Who knows? So that's that one. I have one more to do, I think. Yeah, I don't know. So we're right in there. Not quite sure what I sprayed there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contact buttons, 1 on-off switch. Did I do 5? Okay. So we won't really know how well that's worked out until we try the radio again. So what else is there? That's so the box is off still. I think it's time to put the box on. And what happened with the volume control? This is probably my main concern. How did we end up with too much volume? When did that start exactly? Yeah. Okay, I gotta stop and think about that for a little bit. Well, it seems like no matter how hard I try, I manage to make mistakes when I'm doing this work. So this capacitor here is hooked up to a terminal right here. It should be hooked up to a terminal down here. I just made that simple mistake. So I'm just going to move this guy over here. In the meantime, double check on the schematic about the size of that capacitor. Okay, let's give it another try, see if we haven't solved a few things. So we're on broadcast. Got rid of the perpetual volume. Magic Eye's working better. No, I think it's working the same. Antenna direction's not good. You can still hear it. Well, maybe that's not so bad a problem. Let's try FM again. Oh, the FM tube's practically fallen out of the socket here. Wow. It's amazing that was even making contact. Uh-oh. What happened there? What happened there? I'm going to guess that if we put the can on, it might improve the FM a little bit. And if we go through the alignment process, it will definitely improve it a little bit. And I think that's where we're at now. I think in terms of changing parts, I think I'm done. And alignment is alignment's the next thing to do. So we'll work on that tomorrow. Great, because today's a beautiful sunny day outside, and that's where I'm heading from here. Spend my day outdoors. See ya. Thanks a lot for watching. See you on the next video.